Sorry about that, friends. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. It's me once again, The Sound. I'm happy to bring another series from back in week 6. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Division B East. We are looking at B East with Furters taking on CM Daybreak. It is a best of 3 series. I do not know the results, so please don't share them if you know them, and we can all be surprised together. A little bit of background on these two teams. Furters, they are newly promoted this season. This is the first time in a while they've been up in Div B, spending most of their tenure in NGS down in Division C. While on the other side, CM Daybreak, after having a very successful season 18, are looking a little bit shakier in the current season, trying to find that previous season success once again. We can take a look at our battleground selection as we get all set for game number 1. Furters banned out Alterac Pass and Sky Temple, with Daybreak responding with Cursed Hollow and Garden of Terror bans. So neither team really fond of those large battlegrounds. We're likely to see a lot more tight rotational stuff, and thus Towers of Doom is our game 1 battleground of choice. And that's all the preamble I care to share. Let's see how our two teams perform in this week 6 series. Let's get into game number 1 here. Here on the left in blue, we've got Furters as they circle their core. Dallying Pig on Johanna, Magic Master on Blaze, Boggs playing False Dad, Indecisive on Deckard, and DJ Cold Cuts with the Ragnaros. To the right in red, CM Daybreak, we've got Weenus on Vala, Double Dam on Stukov, MVP on Dahaka, Kian on Varian, and Aura playing Orphea. Take a look at our level 1 talents. Laws of Hope for Johanna, Gathering Storm for Falstad, Hungering Arrow for Vala, trying to get those puncturing arrows connected. We've also got Enhanced Agility for Dahaka, Lion's Maw for Varian, and Growing Nightmare for Orphea, which I believe is just a one-shot quest. It increases your dread damage by 50%, and if you hit all 3 heroes, you get an additional 50% damage. Double Dam biting off a little bit more than they can chew. First blood going over to Furters there. CM Daybreak definitely have to play it a lot more cautiously than Furters in the early game due to that Varian pick. It keeps them on the back foot. Weenus, Aura, and Kian already making the rotation over here to the Sapper camp. I hadn't even clocked that DJ Cold Cuts is playing the Ragnaros here with the bottom half of the map, playing in the core 4 rotation. Not the most common flex pick, but one that works, to be certain. Dallying Pig taking a fair bit of pressure here on the front line from Aura and Weenus. But even with a Varian, 4v3 doesn't look like odds Furters are that interested in fighting into. The root from Indecisive doesn't connect. On the top side of the battleground, we've got Magic Master getting busy on this Bruiser camp. Nope, I always want to call it a Bruiser camp. It's a Sapper camp. I don't think they've been scouted on this. Level 4 is now online, means that Kian a lot more threatening with access to their level 4 heroic. Boggs the target, and that's a Immediate takedown after the taunt. Dallying Pig still has their Iron Skin. They're not under too much threat. Magic Master was able to connect with that jet propulsion. They got the camp pushed out. So a little bit of experience advantage here for CM Daybreak. Dallying Pig cannot hang out too long in that lurking arm of Double Dam with the level 1 low blow. That bonus damage is no joke, as our first objective phase spawns here with the middle objective point. The neutral, as opposed to the bot side, of course. With how low Johanna was, there's a stall, a trade on top, and the top 2 objectives. There's the dig in from MVP. Oh, immediately onto DJ Cold Cuts. It looks like they're going to scoot out to safety. Aura now under threat. Dallying Pig eats so much damage. Venus connects the last couple of auto attacks required. Magic Master trying to pop the Adrenaline Stim Pack for a takedown onto Venus. One more Q from Boggs. It does not connect. MVP does not land the drag. So CM Daybreak not connecting with their CC, but able to zone effectively for Venus on the Vala to get that channel. So it is an early core lead for CM Daybreak. Level 7 talents on both sides. What do we have? Growing Infestation, pretty common. Boomerang for Boggs on the Falstad. It's an E-build for DJ Cold Cuts. Immediate taunt onto Boggs there. I don't know if they've got the barrel roll. I would assume they do. Deckard Cain still considering here about their level 7. There's another taunt, this time onto Dallying Pig. The silence follow-up from Double Dam almost securing that takedown as Venus chases onto DJ Cold Cuts there. The Flame Blast build, Blast Wave rather. Blast Wave build is an interesting choice here for the Flex Ragnaros. I'm a lot more accustomed to seeing W build because of all of the ranged poke that affords you. Another top camp for Magic Master. They're going to get a lot of damage done on this front wall as the next objective phase spawns on the bot side. Would love to see MVP get an early dig down to support. Kian had to Hearth, so it's a little tough for them. I believe we'll still be here in time. Boggs eats the drag. DJ Cold Cuts takes a lot of damage from Aura there. We see the rubies land on the ground. There's the Unstoppable. Magic Master deep in here, still has jet propulsion available, but they're going to get dragged. MVP stops the threat. Venus taking a lot of damage from Boggs here, but they're going to sustain with Double Dam's Stukov. The healing pathogen is enough, and so a absolute heroic play from MVP stops the potential 5-hero jet propulsion from the fire that is named Blaze. I play that hero a lot. DJ Cold Cuts stalling a little bit here on the bot side, committing Molten Core. We've got heroics on all sides. Dallying Pig uses the Blessed Shield. Double Dam caught in the Lava Wave, and that'll seal the deal with the last hand of Sulfuris. Venus under a lot of threat here. There's the dig in from MVP. Another taunt lands. There's the tongue. Magic Master gets the stun, but it's not enough. A silence this time on to Magic Master. Do they have the bunker? They'll drop it here. And that will be the difference maker. Even so, 2 takedowns in favor of CM Daybreak, 5-2 in total. And those takedowns are going to give them the opportunity. Another taunt and drag. Magic Master doesn't have the tools required. Indecisive just out of range to land the stay a while and listen. And so CM Daybreak definitely coming alive here in the mid game. Another taunt, this time on the Dallying Pig. They have to use the Iron Skin already. Bot Fort down to a little bit below half HP. Blessed Shield is available, but it looks like Frank's Furters unwilling to commit that tool as the next objective phase spawns here on top side. Magic Master likely gonna get this one for free, and I like this play from Frank's Furters, taking the opportunity to get a camp steal. Indecisive caught by Kian here. There's the gust onto Aura. A big stun from Dallying Pig. Double Dam's under a lot of trouble. They're going to fall. DJ Cold Cuts is likely to be next. And so it is 1-for-1 healer for Ragnaros. Frank's Furters definitely in the advantage with CM Daybreak's healers missing. Would love to see them get a little bit more aggressive, as all of their damage will count. It will persist. Siphoning arrows for Vala at level 13. Oh my gosh, Dallying Pig eating all the damage. There's Lava Wave in mid lane. Dallying Pig gets another big blind, picks up the Ruby, and will be safe. They've still got their Laws of Hope as well. 18 stacks on that self-heal. And there's the talent tier on both sides. Magic Master thinking about getting this camp started again. MVP scouts it out. Kian with Shattering Throw at 13 is going to put a lot more pressure on Dallying Pig, which is really saying something. Johanna has had a hard time standing in the front line here. And another pre-objective Hearthstone, this time for CM Daybreak. These Hearthstone opportunities have been hard to come by, it seems, for both of our squads. All 5 heroes committed for Frank's Furters. Blessed Shield is available. There's the taunt onto Bavarian. Sleep catches 3, Crushing Jaws missing, going just wide. Aura there trying to find Boggs. 2 heroes caught with the Jet Propulsion and the Root from Deckard Cain. There's the Gust from Boggs. A great Blessed Shield. Kian in a lot of trouble here. There's the drag on Indecisive. So Boggs will fall, but in trade, Frank's Furters pick up 2 takedowns. And they're looking for more. Weenus eats another Jet Propulsion from Magic Master. The body blocks, keeping MVP out of their fort for a little bit longer, but it looks like the Apex Predator will make it back to safety. Aura just trying to trade as much damage onto Frank's Furters as possible, soften up their HP pools, dissuade them from getting a push. Of course, with their main ranged damage dealer still walking back from spawn, they're not going to be able to put too much pressure on this bottom fort wall outside of these sapper camps. Boggs flew up here to top lane. MVP hasn't gotten a scout of this yet. Lava Wave came through on the top lane as well. So the map pressure actually pretty heavily favoring Frank's Furters. They've got front walls and a little bit of fort damage in both top and mid lane. Level 16s on both sides now. Anything out of the ordinary. Elongated Tongue for MVP. That could be a big difference maker with how often they've been able to land these stuns. Boggs rotating in, but here come Kian and Weenus. Double Dam as well. The Elongated Tongue I don't think it was going to connect. Blaze is in trouble. Magic Master can get us. Oh, what an escape. Kian trying to get the body block there on Jet Propulsion, but Magic Master angling it just right, which means that Frank's Furters have been left unfettered in the bot lane, eating through about half of this fort's HP. CM Daybreak gonna try and cut their losses and get a takedown. Boggs immediately uses the barrel roll. Magic Master and Boggs both have decent stall potential here. CM Daybreak haven't been scouted yet. Kian now makes the aggressive rotation. Deckard Cain still very far away. There's the taunt. There's no bunker. Isolation lands, but oh my god, so much damage onto the Dahaka. Looks like they'll be able to get out alive thanks to their level 1. Double Dam isn't as lucky. Weenus likely to fall here as well. Indecisive hits the stay a while and listen onto 2. Kian can't escape. Aura finishes out their level 1 quest, so E hitting like an absolute truck. Look at that damage onto Magic Master. Holy cow. But Aura is able to escape. MVP digs back in on the off chance that Orphea was under more threat. Lava Wave went down in bot lane. Boggs commits the fly to convert this bottom fort. 20-16 now on core HP in favor of Frank's Furters. And that structure takedown is going to give them another big chunk of XP. This battleground is the only one that still grants a chunk of XP when you take down a structure. That experience change happening all the way back in 2018, I believe. But it's not passive experience on Towers of Doom. Frank's Furters, once again, they're in the lead thanks to their structure experience as well as their takedown experience. CM Daybreak committing for this. Oh, Dallying Pig takes a lot of damage. They're going to escape. A little bit of an overlap there on the heroics. DJ Cold Cuts could be in trouble here. But this fort conversion makes all the difference. Weenus had nowhere to retreat, and so Vala will fall. Dallying Pig falling low, but Kian in the end is the one to meet their maker. Looks like Frank's Furters are going to get another 3 core shots in, taking CM Daybreak down to 13 when the next objective spawns. It means that Vala and Varian will not be alive to participate. And Boggs immediately flying top, trying to increase the pressure across the map. Really heads up use of the global. I like that rotation. Ragnaros committing the Molten Core to defend that bottom fort while Boggs pushes out a top wave. Frank's Furters look like they're trying to set up for a potential 6 fort conversion. I guess we're after the level 13 or 12 mark, and so now I should be calling them keeps. But that could be problematic, especially with this boss going in their favor. DJ Cold Cuts, I don't think you make it out, bud. Yeah, that's a dead Ragnaros. So they trade a Ragnaros takedown for 4 core shots. It brings them down to 4 core HP. Magic Master doesn't connect with the Jet Propulsion. Kian gets the taunt, follow up with the drag. Aura caught with the Wind Tunnel, shoving the rest of CM Daybreak away. Storm Talents online. We've already seen most of them used. Double Lava Wave. There's another taunt, this time onto Johanna. An interrupt on Indecisive, stay a while and listen. That would have been a big land with Respect the Elderly at 20. Boggs gets Weenus on the backside. So fighting down Storm Talents ends up costing CM Daybreak. Even with the hero advantage 5v4, Frank's Furters were able to take it. Got Storm Talents on both sides now. What do we have? We've got Acrobat, Pop Off, Apex Predator for MVP. Very interesting. I guess not enjoying the damage reduction now applied to Contagion at level 20. That is in the most recent patch. So now it's 5v4 in favor of the Frank's Furters. If they're able to channel this objective, that'll be game over. Double Dam thinking twice about channeling here. Just the mere presence of Dallying Pig is threatening. Top fort taking damage from a minion wave as well. The map pressure only increasing. Magic Master starts the channel. Venus gets their first interrupt. Kian gets the next. A lot of damage on the Dallying Pig here. They'll fall and interrupt on the stay a while and listen. MVP under threat here in the backline. Looking for one more drag. It looks like they're going to be able to escape. DJ Cold gets getting chased down by Venus. And CM Daybreak have weathered the storm. Got the takedowns they needed. And despite being in a difficult position on the battleground, live to fight another day. 16-4 now in core HP. Frank's Furters have a lot of avenues for victory, but losing their Johanna in these team fights certainly is not going to help them do it. DJ Cold Cuts has the Molten Core. Committing it here, however, might cost them their life. There's the sleep and the follow-up with the... Oh my gosh, Double Dam took the core aggro. One stun from Blaze will do it. And the Vala falls on the other side. Magic Master trying to get the second takedown, but there's the root. Double Dam will fall. Oh, Aura in full retreat here. Kian gets another taunt, this time onto Boggs. Isolation goes on to DJ Cold Cuts. MVP gets another drag. Kian... Oh, okay, so 3 takedowns for 2. The fight happening on all fronts. Aura very low. They have their innate self-sustain. Aura playing Orphea. Can auto-attack when they have stacks of their Dread trait to get some healing. That's spell armor? Is that just permanent spell armor? Or is that a visual bug? Ah, against the next enemy ability. Okay, cool. Here come the respawns. We've got 2 objectives spawning on the bot side. CM Daybreak need both because they were unable to convert the bottom fort. And it looks like they'll be able to do it. Aura channeling on the bot side and Venus on the top. MVP getting through this sapper camp here. Ragnaros has yet to make it back for the defense. Kian playing it a little passively with Venus playing on the top side here. There's a great drag. Taunt follow-up. There's the isolation as well. Respect the Elderly hitting 3. Magic Master had to kite all the way back. There's the silence. A huge Blessed Shield. Follow-up with the jet propulsion and dropping the bunker as well. Kian, I don't think, makes it out of this one alive. Venus, Aura, Double Dam in full retreat, but there's the slow from the Oil Slick. Boggs gets another huge gust, this time onto the 2 damage dealers. All right, 3 hero takedowns and boss available means that Frank's Furters beeline it here to the top of the battleground. CM Daybreak don't have much to stop them from getting through this last 4 shots. And so it looks like this is going to do it unless Aura and Venus kill all 5 of them right here, right now. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to get any takedowns, in fact. Venus falls, and that's the last couple of core HP going in favor of Frank's Furters. GG's. Well played. All right, let's take a look at our post-game stats. Venus able to rack up a lot of damage, and I was skeptical of it at first, but lo and behold, DJ Cold Cuts on the Flex Ragnaros got plenty of work done, participating in 16 of their team's 18 takedowns, almost 50,000 hero damage. Not too bad. Boggs, of course, I think, doing the lion's share, as one might expect. Double Dam, in particular, was a constant target for Furters. Unfortunately, with 7 deaths. Oh my gosh, 175 stacks of Gathering Storm. Wowie zowie. Yeah, no wonder Boggs was able to rack up that much damage. And the level 20 talents for Furters, I think, made most of the difference. Radiating Faith for Johanna, the additional stun time on Blessed Shield. Boggs going for Wind Tunnel at 20, Indecisives Respect the Elderly. It's a Silence. It's a Blind, I believe, as well. Yeah, it's a Silence and a Blind after the sleep ends, so huge CC upgrade. On the other side, CM Daybreak's level 20s, Stukov does not have the best level 20 MVP with Apex Predator. Not a big team fight winning button. And so that kind of sealed their fate despite having a great late game showing. And so that'll do it for game 1. Oh my goodness. Friends, I never told our teams that I was broadcasting them. I feel terrible. I'll ping them now. So, game 1, non-standard drafts, but that doesn't mean that they can't win. Furters showing just how good a Flex Ragnaros can be. I'll say that I think their macro play that the pick allowed was a big part of the difference making. Both the global from Boggs and the Lava Wave from Ragnaros making a big difference there in keeping their map pressure up. They were able to convert full forts multiple times, and that experience got them to level 20 first, and kind of kept them ahead in the early going of it. And do a quick one of those. Take a look at where we're headed for game number 2 in our series. Alrighty, wait a second. Okay, great. I can read and write at the same time. Looks like game 2 is Infernal Shrines. So once again, it's that tight rotational battleground that we alluded to before game 1. A heavy emphasis on the objective as well. We'll see if CM Daybreak have the special sauce they need to take us to a game 3 here as soon as we get loaded into our replay. Alrighty. Okay, so let's get going on game number 2. Here on the left, looking to close it out 2-0, Furters. We've got Dallying Pig on Johanna once again, Boggs on Zul'jin, Indecisive playing Deckard again, DJ Cold Cuts on Dahaka, and Magic Master playing the Blaze. So another triple melee composition. To the right in red, CM Daybreak looking for a game 3. Weenus on Gazlo, MVP on Sonya, Double Dam on Anduin, Kian playing Anubarak, and Aura on Zagara. And it looks like it's a 5-hero commitment to the summon push. Both Kian and Aura able to spawn summons and get a little push, and Weenus for that matter. So everyone able to give some cover to tank tower shots. They're avoiding bogs as much as they can. DJ Cold Cuts digs down and gets the drag onto Double Dam. There's a jet propulsion from Magic Master. Oh no, Double Dam's gonna fall. Weenus probably will as well. Of course, this is 5 heroes committed, so the double takedown comes at the cost of top wave. So experience-wise, it actually might be relatively even. Indecisive taking a lot of damage from MVP there. Level 1 talents, what do we have? It's another Laws of Hope game. Recklessness for Boggs. Field Study on Deckard Cain. Very interesting. Enduring Swarm for MVP? No. MVP was on the hero last time. DJ Cold Cuts is on the Haka this time around. So Spell Armor. Boggs falling low here. If CM Daybreak looks to invade, looks like they're instead more interested in getting through this bottom camp. And we've got the dig back off cooldown. Double Dam once again caught by a big stun on Magic Masters. And they'll kite out to safety. Kian taking a fair bit of damage as well. Nubarak, not the most survivable of tanks. But 5 heroes is more than 4 heroes. So Frankfurters get another neutral camp win. They're climbing ahead towards the next talent tier, getting a little bit more of an edge each time they eke out these neutral camp wins. Level 4s on all sides. Aura has opted for my least favorite Zagara talent, Serrated Spines. The scaling on it is just really quite bad. I only say that because there's an off chance that my teammate who likes picking that talent might be watching. And so don't pick it. But I'm sure Aura will perform plenty well with it. Both teams getting their bruiser camps out here on the top side. Frankfurters once again a little bit closer to their level 7s. And Cold Cuts has the dig back on cooldown. So they could participate in this bot lane objective. It's a Frozen Punisher. After taking out the opposing bruiser camp, if they so choose. It'll also give them the opportunity to potentially... Oh, there's the root. Followed up by the burrow charge. Magic Master will escape. Kian taking a lot of damage. Here's the dig in. DJ Cold Cuts looking for the drag. In the end, it doesn't connect. Another root onto Magic Master. So much AoE stuns. 9 to 7, the objective count in favor of Frankfurters. So CM Daybreak end up getting better positioning here on the Shrine, which gives them the early lead, 22, a huge Condemn proc. Venus falling low, as is Kian. They'll be able to escape. DJ Cold Cuts in trouble now. Aura trying to get as much damage out as possible, but the front line cannot hold. And so in the end, it's 3 takedowns in favor of Frankfurters. As well as the earlier level 7. What do we have? Conviction. So move speed on Condemn. Boggs opting for Ferocity. So increasing their attack speed bonus at low HP. Kanai's Cube? Cube Mastery. And Symbiosis for DJ Cold Cuts. Pretty common pairing with the level 1. Spell Armor. Enduring Swarm. Weenus isn't going to be able to dodge that last root. Kian goes in on the Boggs, but Boggs still has plenty of healing over time to fall back on. And in spite of losing 3 heroes and the first objective being a Frozen Punisher, CM Daybreak survive without too much damage done on the top side. And MVP gets a solo kill. That helps a lot. DJ Cold Cuts will be able to rotate up and take care of the soaking required. That's kind of the benefit of having your second offlaner, but that takedown definitely helping close the gap towards Heroics. There's the stuns onto Dallying Pig. They still have the Iron Skin. They'll get out without much trouble. How many stacks is Boggs up to? 12? So what is that, 60 auto attacks? Give or take. 4v4. But once again, DJ Cold Cuts has that global available. So Frankfurters kind of daring CM Daybreak to step up and look for an invade here. They're not going to bite, especially not with Heroics online for the blue team. We've got Blessed Shield, Tazdingo, Stay a While and Listen, Contagion, nope, Isolation, and Bunker Drop. CM Daybreak just about to close the gap towards Heroics of their own. Frankfurters didn't get much out of their talent tier advantage, and CM Daybreak weathered the storm well. So it's Leap, Gravo 3000. Wow, okay, Holy Word Shield for Double Dam. I'm a bit surprised. Cocoon and Devouring Maw for Aura. Next objective will be in mid lane. It's an Arcane Punisher. Magic Master looking for Venus with that Jet Propulsion, but it does not connect. Aura still working on the bot lane. They go for, yeah, they went for Bile Drop at 7, up to 2 stacks already. No doubt pairing that with Corrosive Saliva at level 16, which will really help CM Daybreak chew through the triple front line that Frankfurters have thrown their way. The extra Roachling spawned from the level 7 talent, contributing to Zagara's percent damage threat at 16. So about a half-level lead for Frankfurters. Venus in deep here. They'll draw the bunker. Indecisive lands the sleep. Venus pulled out, but Dallying Pig right on time to get the interrupt. Oh no, Venus falls. There's the heal from Aura. Indecisive falling low. A full proc on Holy Word Salvation, but Double Dam falls nonetheless. Boggs still had the Tazdingo. MVP trying to get one more slam. That'll do it. So MVP trying to trade out one last time. They get another Whirlwind. It's a lot of healing. Indecisive, the tankiest support the land over, makes it out alive. Aura the only one to survive for CM Daybreak. It was so close. Indecisive almost died so many times. Venus walking in alone. DJ Cold Cuts still has the burrow. They'll get to heal up while Venus considers how many heroes were on that objective. Level 13s, what do we have? Ah, Ensnare for Boggs. So an additional CC threat for Frankfurters. Collision Course increasing the damage that Magic Master has at their disposal. And the topside siege camp, or I'm sorry, bruiser camp getting a fair bit done. We'll see how much push Frankfurters can manage out of this second objective phase. The first was not as successful as I think they would have liked out of the Frozen Punisher. CM Daybreak doing a good job defending. And once again, they're able to stave off the worst of the push. You can chalk that up at least partially to the triple front line composition. Not able to get as much safe siege damage onto buildings as a double ranged damage comp. We've got level 13s on both sides. Is that an important talent tier for Gazlo? Superior schematics. Alright, so turrets can now shoot 3 heroes, or 3 targets, I should say. Burning beetles. A big power spike for beetle build as far as siege damage and hero damage are concerned, truth told. Hydralisk transfusion. Oh my gosh, here's the engagement onto Boggs. Immediate takedown. Dallying Pig caught in the cocoon, waiting for cooldowns to come back up. They still have the Iron Skin, however, and so they'll make it out without any trouble, just walking away from the Gravo Bomb. Dallying Pig gets a big condemn, but once again, they don't have much damage here on the side of Frank's Furters. A huge Holy Word salvation from Double Dam. DJ Coldcuts digs in. This is 5v4 in favor of CM Daybreak. I'm not sure why Frank's Furters are pushing the issue, but they know better than I do. MVP taken down. Kian very low as well. So the survivability, all they really needed. The damage racked up eventually. DJ Coldcuts digging in there was the difference maker. And in bot lane, the siege camp has been pushing along. The bot fort very low now. And while still waiting on respawns, CM Daybreak are going to lose their cruiser camp up here in top lane. Very interesting. Dallying Pig caught in the Gravo Bomb, but they've got the Iron Skin again. Johanna very disciplined with that cooldown, and so always ready to escape those wombo combo engages that CM Daybreak are looking for. If there's a bright side for CM Daybreak, they still have all their forts, and they're almost at level 16. Aura has already completed their level 7 Bile Drop, so they can spawn many, many percent damage dealing Zerg creatures. This top lane and the mid lane that MVP will pick up on their way towards the objective will be enough to bring talent tier parity in reach. Let the killing begin for Zul'jin. It's going to increase their chase and retreat potential. MVP, the only one showing thus far. Dallying Pig caught deep here. They still have the Iron Skin. Once again, they pop it at the right time. There's the sleep onto many. Venus pulled back here, too caught in the Devouring Maw. Bunker immediately destroyed. Another huge subdue from Dallying Pig, but it's Magic Master to fall first. Venus getting shelled by Boggs here. They'll be able to retreat, and so the first takedown going in favor of CM Daybreak. We'll see if they've got enough sustain to get back into this engagement. All heroics used on both sides, save for Boggs on the Taz Dingo. Dallying Pig has their Unstoppable once again. MVP putting pressure on the Johanna now with the Giant Slammer at 16. What else do we have? Arc Reactor, okay. Dallying Pig steps back in. Boggs still here with all the attack damage you could ask for. DJ Coldcut's falling low. (26-19) in favor of CM Daybreak on the objective. Magic Master coming back in. There's the leap in from MVP. The drag onto Venus won't amount to much. DJ Coldcuts is now deep amongst CM Daybreak. There's the cocoon onto Johanna. CM Daybreak might have cooldowns back up. Johanna's still very healthy. Just 3 more Shrine Defenders will seal the deal for CM Daybreak. MVP does not connect with their Spear. Which, with Poison Spear at 7, that is a significant amount of threat and kill pressure. The bot fort went down in the midst of the objective fight, but this Mortar Punisher, with all of these summons from Kian and Aura and Venus, is going to get through that top fort with ease. Another leap expertly grabbed by Dallying Pig. And keep front wall probably going to go down here. It's a big wave, but CM Daybreak don't want to hang around to finish that off, especially not with 5 heroes committed on the defense. So Frank's Furters stave off the worst of the push towards the keep. They lose their top fort. And experience is once again even towards our level 20 talent here. 5 takedowns to 11, favoring Frank's Furters, but the hero takedown experience much closer than that, thanks to the comeback XP mechanic. Alright, let's see. Looks like both teams posturing pretty aggressively around this bot neutral camp. In the end, Frankfurters don't want the smoke. Next objective spawning in mid. So not favoring either team as far as healing well is concerned. Magic Master eats a lot of CC. They're going to have to drop the bunker here. Weenus catches them. There's the leap. Magic Master falling low. They're under towers. Dallying Pig able to peel for the blaze. So Blessed Shield and bunker down, as are leap and grav. DJ Coldcuts digging down to bot lane to clean up the siege camp there. Front wall down in mid for both of our teams. Weenus finds Magic Master in the rotation. CM Daybreak really trying to get aggressive here. Aura caught in the bush. There's the root onto Kian. I don't know if they've got the... Oh, but all that percent damage. I wasn't even paying attention to Dallying Pig anymore. But man, Aura with those 4 summons just nuke the Johanna. And that's that takedown. That's it. That's going to bring them even towards 20. Frankfurters had that narrow lead. They'll get it a fraction of a second before CM Daybreak, but they're down a hero on the battleground. I would love to see CM Daybreak try and take out the mid fort here in preparation for the next objective phase. Looks like they're a little more interested in pushing in the top lane, try and get through a keep before the objective spawns, and Johanna comes back off respawn. Nope, no Taz Dingo for you. DJ Coldcuts gets the drag onto Anduin. Double Dam holds strong for just long enough to proc the full Holy Word Salvation. It's short cooldown now thanks to the level 20 Light of Stormwind. And man, CM Daybreak get another 2 takedowns. They're likely going to push to core hero. They're certainly thinking about it. Dallying Pig doing the right thing for my money. Another Holy Word. I'm amazed that Anduin did not get caught in that contagion. Double Dam falling low here. The court absolutely going down though. Bomb toss is online. Aura is connected. The siege camp is connected. Weenus is connected, and that'll do it for game 1. GG and well played. Or game 2 rather. CM Daybreak able to survive and take the second game here in our series. A late game push and the late game scaling of Zagara sealing the deal for CM Daybreak. Both teams showing a non-standard triple frontline composition, but only one team had meaningful percent damage. And so even with 27 baseline stacks for Boggs on the Zul'jin, the damage that they were able to put out just did not match that of Zagara, I suspect. Yeah, 81,000 hero damage. Corrosive Saliva goes burr. Excellent, and that brings us to game 3 for the series with our fine folks in red able to take it. Let's head back over to our battleground selection and see where we'll be headed for the third game in the series. All right, and it looks like we're going to be headed to Battlefield of Eternity for game number 3. Another small, tight quarters battleground, one favoring vision control above most things around the objective. Given the terrain, having vision tools is really, really helpful on Battlefield of Eternity. You, of course, want to secure decent immortal HP burn heroes as well. And having those heroes that can cross terrain make a big difference in finding engagements. So we'll see how our teams draft for the third and final series here. Third and final game in the series, rather. Enough jabbering. Let's get to it. And introducing our team. Nope. Hey, look at that. There we go. Introducing our teams here on the left in blue. Once again, we've got Frank's Furters, Dallying Pig on Johanna, Magic Master on Li Ming, DJ Cold Cuts on Arthas, Boggs playing Falstad, and Indecisive on Oriel. To the right in red, CM Daybreak. We've got Weenus on Greymane, MVP on Sonya, Kian playing Anubarak, Aura on Sylvanas, and Double Dam with the Anduin. Off-lane Arthas, I think criminally underpicked. One of his better battlegrounds, definitely. So I like that pickup for DJ Cold Cuts. Boggs on the Falstad once again. They were able to get up to 175 stacks on Gathering Storm in Game 1, so we'll see if they're able to secure a similar level of stackitude here in the final game. Both teams playing very cautiously around vision. Aura finally checking that bot bush and revealing Dallying Pig. Johanna 3 games in a row. Any other talents of note? Frost Presence for DJ Cold Cuts on the Arthas. So extending the range of the route and eventually giving the opportunity for an AoE route. Or a larger AoE route, I suppose would be the accurate way to describe it. First time we're seeing the Oriel here. Kind of interesting to have... Perhaps it was because of the draft and we don't get that experience here on the replay broadcast. But definitely one of the more popular healing heroes in the meta currently. Two minutes on the clock, and Boggs for Frank's Furters already starting up on the Bruiser camp here. Magic Master will rotate up to join them. Perhaps a little bit of an early grab. CM Daybreak taking advantage and getting busy on the neutral bot side siege camp. And Mercenary Queen at level 4. Very interesting. Not what I'm accustomed to seeing. I think once upon a time, it allowed you to do bonus damage to the Immortal, but that is a bug that has since been patched out. And CM Daybreak immediately onto the Immortal burn. Weenus on Greymane has one of the best Immortal HP burns in the game. As we show our level 4 talents, MVP on the bot side, cleaning up that bruiser camp. Kian zoning a little bit here, caught in the slow from DJ Cold Cuts. And I like the split that Furters have set up here with Magic Master getting through the Immortal HP while the rest of the team zones. Boggs wants to be where the heroes are to get that Gathering Storm talent stacked up. DJ Cold Cuts has to retreat here. MVP and Kian falling low. One takedown could be the reset starting. Oh, but in the end, CM Daybreak wiggle to safety. Not enough lockdown for Furters. MVP chasing on to Magic Master a little bit there. And MVP took care of the bruiser camp in bot lane. DJ Cold Cuts did not do the same on top. So top 4 down below half HP. Indecisive up to 1 stack on repeated offense, which I believe increases damage and knockback for the whip. Detainment strike. Black Arrows committed a little early. Venus Dark Flight's in onto Indecisive. So in the end, top fort actually taking more damage during this objective phase than bottom fort. Perhaps I spoke too soon. They're about even. But importantly, they're all still alive. So Furters doesn't have any catapult pressure that they have to deal with. Level 7s, we've got another set of stacks to keep track of. This time it's Venus with Wizened Duelist. A great rotation from CM Daybreak as DJ Cold Cuts potentially in a bit of trouble here. Up to 11 stacks on their level 1 Frost presence. You heard that distinctive ping. That is Seeker from Magic Master at level 7. They trade siege camps, but once again, CM Daybreak gets the better end of the trade with Venus and MVP finishing off top fort. Magic Master, they're in a lot of trouble. Venus looks for one more disengage. The auto will do it, but they fall in the end. All right, so 2 takedowns, both damage dealers fall. Venus traded out as well, but the takedowns continue to favor CM Daybreak as they head towards the Storm talent tier. Structure experience also in their favor. And of course, because of those takedowns, it means that they get first crack at burning down the Immortal HP as well. So they're in a good position to secure potentially a full HP shield Immortal. Furters have to pull the trigger before heroics are online if they want to prevent CM Daybreak from securing a big objective here. Venus and Dallying Pig both sneaking down to the bot lane, looking for the last bit of experience they need for heroics. Magic Master on the top side doing the same. CM Daybreak get their heroics. Furters just about to secure their own, but once again, that little bit is a little bit too late. Dallying Pig on the backside, leap onto Boggs, immediate follow-up with all the heroics. They're taken down. Syndragosa comes out, Venus falling low. The Disintegrate could not finish it off. Once again, it just comes down to one reset, and it could be the difference maker. Another full proc there on Double Dams. Holy Word Salvation, DJ Cold Cuts will fall. You hear the go for the throat. Venus playing aggressively here, but once again, the synchronization of the heroic talent tier lining up with that objective phase meant that CM Daybreak were going to potentially get a very healthy Immortal, and they managed it with a really decisive engagement onto Boggs there. And of course, they were able to clean up after that as well. Magic Master can start to pepper this down with Seeker. MVP rotating in, looking for the leap. Dallying Pig, oh, lots of heroics layered, but not necessarily in the best order. There's the leap onto the Oriole for the switcheroo takedown. A little bit of misdirection there. Pay attention, we're attacking your Johanna. No, wait, it's Oriole who is now dead. MVP doing really well to swap targets and get that takedown. And the rest of CM Daybreak happy to keep pushing with this Immortal. They've got black arrows. Double Dam taking a big damage proc. Oh, huge Syndragosa. We catch 2 with the root. Double Dam will fall. That's a reset for Magic Master. Make it 2 takedowns. The Immortal will not get through the core shielding, and so CM Daybreak definitely in the lead. They've got periodic catapult pressure in top lane, constant catapult pressure in bot lane, and a level lead, which means a talent tier lead. But Frank's Furters have shown that with those takedowns there, what their composition is capable of. Once those resets start, oh, are CM Daybreak going to collapse? Dallying Pig, DJ Cold Cuts could be in a lot of trouble here. CM Daybreak oh no, DJ Cold Cuts stays unmounted. Boggs uses the Gust to get their Arthas to safety. And I think getting that steal on the Bruiser camp will help Frank's Furters stave off this lane pressure. They're going to be on the back foot for the rest of the game as far as timing is concerned because of this lane pressure. So being able to use that in any way they can, denying the minion camp in this instance, makes a big difference. Okay, it's all in on the single target blow up for Magic Master. They've opted for Glass Cannon at 13. MVP must be licking their lips, knowing that they can just leap on the Li Ming and get a kill. Unfettered Assault for Greymane. Especially with no control, MVP has additional move speed to chase the Ming. I like this bush setup from Dallying Pig. Magic Master more concerned about getting through this Immortal HP. Dallying Pig now caught in a somewhat tough spot. Oh my gosh, Indecisive's the target and is falling low. Immediately blows up after the Crystal Aegis. DJ Cold Cuts, oh no, Aura falls to Magic Master. That's a reset. Can Venus, they just need to connect one more MVP. Oh, they get it. Kian falling low here. Magic Master gets a lot more damage on the Double Dam. Whew. All right, so 2 takedowns for 1. Frank's Furters lose their healer, but are able to take out some of the HP burn. That was a huge root from DJ Cold Cuts. Venus going to have to think twice about stepping back up into those stuns. And so it'll be an early halftime show grab for Frank's Furters, with about 3/4 of their core HP still, not core HP, their immortal HP, rather, in their favor. And this is, of course, where the slow game is heavily in Daybreak's favor. Magic Master, kind of unsafe checking the bush there. Dallying Pig, in fact, the target, and they will fall. Every engagement has gone CM Daybreak's way in the beginning, but in the end, Frank's Furters have been able to turn these around. Aura gets the second Haunting Wave out. Frank's Furters were able to put a lot of damage onto CM Daybreak, but it turns out not to be enough to dissuade them from burning through this mortal HP. They've got lanes to deal with. Top keep taking pressure, and catapults mounting in the bot lane. Level 16's just around the corner for CM Daybreak, and that immortal spawn and its corresponding experience will do it. CM Daybreak are paused to take another keep, and potentially, if they are able to win another fight, go core. Frank's Furters not in dire straits just yet, but they have their work cut out for them, to be sure. And we hear those Seeker procs once again from Magic Master. A leap from MVP means that Magic Master has to play way back at this very safe range. Cocoon onto Arthas, followed, but not before the Syndragoso goes out. Dallying Pig gets the Blessed Shield. Silence not in time. The core under threat once the keep has gone down. Aura haunting waves twice, but will make it out alive. Magic Master could not continue the chase with their core under threat. So the core shielding once again doing its job, keeping the building from taking any significant permanent damage. We've got talent tier parity. Another big damage power spike for the Magic Missiles build. Li Ming with Mirror Ball at 16. We've got the combination of Airy Gus and Flow Rider, or Boggs, giving additional cooldown reduction. DJ Cold Cuts and Boggs trying to get through this siege camp, but knowing that it's a little ambitious. Wrath of Heaven for Indecisive at 16, rather than the far more common Reservoir of Hope. So additional... Yeah, I don't know about this level 4 from the Sylvanas. 6 stacks of Wisdom's Duelist. Only 2 stacks of Repeated Offense. Yeah, we've not been seeing a lot of Mercenary push with the Mercenary Queen at 16. A little bit of a party bush for CM Daybreak. Dallying Pig and friends have so much lane pressure to deal with. Both of their lanes, without catapults of their own, are going to get pushed in really hard by the constant catapult pressure that CM Daybreak have won for themselves. First objective, an easy win towards the halftime show for CM Daybreak. I think Frank's Furters have to get aggressive, take a fight. And I mean really aggressive here. Their lanes are in a rough spot. Magic Master peeling off to the bot lane to deal with that catapult pressure. Epicenter catches 2, Indecisive the target. They use the Crystal Aegis, and that'll get the kill onto Sonya. They fall. Magic Master chasing onto Kian here. That'll do it. They die because of the the Blast Cannon. Venus in retreat here. Aura continuing to get as much damage as they can onto the Immortal, but 4 for 2 means that Frank Furters live to fight another day. They're going to be able to get through the Immortal HP. They're well on their way to their Storm talents now, evening up a great deal with those takedowns in the late game. DJ Cold Cuts on Sylvanas minding duty here. The engagement onto Indecisive looked so good for CM Daybreak, but their discipline with holding onto the Crystal Aegis meant that they were able to get the healing they needed to last a little bit longer. DJ Cold Cuts cannot stop Aura from continuing to pepper down this Immortal, and CM Daybreak's respawns have come in. This is problematic. DJ Cold Cuts taking a lot of damage here. Magic Master isn't in range yet. Instead, getting through the Immortal once again. Kian trying to find the Li Ming. They'll finish off the objective. They'll lose their Li Ming in the process, though. Frank's Furters living to fight another day. Does Boggs have the Gust? They do. Aura gets the Wailing Arrow onto 3, but CM Daybreak are going to be able to live through this objective push without too much trouble, I think, especially with their Storm talents online and Catapults already pressuring Frankfurter's core. We've got Unleashed for Greymane, Composite Spear for MVP. Kian's up for Rewind, of course. Aura gets Withering Barrage at 20, and it is Light of Stormwind for Double Dam. Looking for those cooldown reducing level 20 procs. Yeah, not even a scratch on the top fort, which is a really unfortunate turn of events for Frank's Furters. After that massive team fight win, they split a little too wide across the map. Here's the Syndragosa. Venus takes a lot of damage. Magic Master caught in the... oh, the Gust is huge. Double Dam saves Venus here, at least for a moment. It's DJ Cold Cuts who falls first. Indecisive will go next. They've traded healers now. Dallying Pig trying to chase onto Aura. Frank's Furters were able to get the camp taken away in the end. Death's Advance for the Arthas at level 20. I'm surprised. I often see Absolute Zero, the Syndragosa upgrade, when you opt for Syndragosa. We've also got another big survivability tool in Indecisive's arsenal with Shield of Hope at 20. Boggs with the Wind Tunnel definitely can make the plays necessary to win these team fights. Once again, though, Frank's Furters in a power play situation, or kind of at the mercy of a power play situation, I suppose. It's going to give CM Daybreak a pretty much free pass on this halftime show race. Oh no. If they get a full HP Immortal, I don't know that Frank's Furters have the damage to chew through it. CM Daybreak, I love this play from them. They're gonna fall back, play the slow game. They know that it's Frank's Furters who are on a timer and not them. They control vision around their Immortal and let the catapults do the talking. There's Kian scouted out. Dallying Pig still has their Iron Skin available. DJ Cold Cuts getting a little bit of damage onto the bot lane. Oh my goodness! Magic Master immediately just blows up Anubarak. Kian didn't have their spell power up, and with the spell power or spell armor up, and so the spell power boost. There's the leap though. The silence as well. Looks like they'll survive. Venus has been working on the Immortal. They'll fall. Wow! 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 Frank's Furters. Magic Master, I think that was just a blind combo onto the Anubarak and immediately blows the bug up. Boggs gets back to the core before the catapults are able to get through any of the shielding. Man, once again, Frank's Furters secure a late game objective and keep themselves in it. Not a battleground that is known to go late, but we are already at level 22 and climbing with these late-game turnaround team fights that Frank's Furters have managed to secure. I like that CM Daybreak stayed proactive on the battleground. Getting that siege camp out in bot is nothing to shrug off for Frank's Furters. The catapults hit very hard. The siege camps do as well. And they've got nothing to prevent them from getting to core. So leaving Johanna to deal with that bot lane means that CM Daybreak get a relatively easy engagement here. Arthas, the target, DJ Cold Cuts, takes a lot of damage. Magic Master, Dark Light target from Venus, and Venus will be able to peel back and take out the Arthas. Immortal is getting stuff done on the top keep, but it's not going to get through all of its HP before CM Daybreak can clean it up. And the game goes on. So CM Daybreak will peel off, thinking about doing this top siege camp until we see the pings onto this bruiser camp. Dallying Pig gets the scout. MVP's got leap available. Opts not to pull the trigger, but they do steal away that camp. Arthas will be up in 20 seconds or so. Oh my god, so much damage on the Venus. Man, Magic Master with the Mirror Ball doing so much damage at this point in the game. I mean, we saw it in that last objective team fight. The blind combo to get the takedown on Anubarak, who didn't have spell armor up. I think Anubarak was like 75 HP, 75% HP when they die. Alright, we're back up to full force on both sides. CM Daybreak, however, once again, are in the advantaged position given the map state. They get another 2 camps pushing in top lane. They've got a catapult already nearing core in bot lane. DJ Cold Cuts gonna work on getting through this wave, try and push things out. CM Daybreak have lots of information now and control much of the battleground. Quick little dodge from CM Daybreak. Not wanting to get one shot by Magic Master once again. And they get first crack at the Immortal HP once again. Kian trying to stall the rotation in here. DJ Cold Cuts lands the root onto Venus. They'll send the Syndragosa as well, but it does not connect. Ah, that is a disappointing miss for Frank's Furters. CM Daybreak definitely happy with that. Oh my god, half of Kian's HP every combo. Jeez. Magic Master, chill, my dude. Aura on the big flank. Kian in a lot of trouble. Leap lands onto 2 with the Wailing Arrow. Magic Master in full retreat. Double Dam gets a full proc. But, oh, Dallying Pig not as lucky. DJ Cold Cuts will likely fall here indecisive. Saves them for a bit longer with the Crystal Aegis and the Shield of Hope. We continue to hear the secret procs. Magic Master connects, but the core is taking damage. Oh no, Venus chasing onto Magic Master. Kian's the one who falls. Takedowns going every which way. Frank's Furters win the team fight. And their core survives the catapults. What in the heck is going on? Boggs and Magic Master both putting a lot of work in on these late game team fights with the armor shred from Boomerang at 7 and the spell power, spell armor shred specifically from Boomerang at 7, the spell power boost from the, what is that called? Wrath of Heaven at 16, and Magic Master's precision with the magic missiles. They are turning what almost seem like foregone conclusion losses into clutch wins. Double Dam working on this bot siege camp here. Alone Anduin fighting goats. I don't think I've ever broadcast or played in a longer than 28-minute game of Battlefield of Eternity. This is truly unique. It's a pretty healthy shield immortal too. Double Dam will finish off the camp. Top lane, not as much of a problem now that they've got periodic catapult pressure. So Frank's Furters could get all 5 heroes involved with this push. They sent Magic Master up to deal with top lane, which gives CM Daybreak a lot of agency just to get through this immortal HP while the threat of Li Ming is off the battleground. They still have Syndragosa, so the keep could fall. I'd expect to see DJ Cold Cuts rip it here. They will. Weenus! Oh no, Weenus! Okay. Oh, an interrupted short cooldown for Light of Stormwind. Weenus down below half. Aura still healthy. The Immortal still very healthy as well. There's the Light of Stormwind proc. They'll get another before the battle is over, potentially. Kian uses the rewind. They fall way out beyond the rest of the team. MVP is next. Frank's Furters with a huge wind tunnel to finish off the push. And man, they really clutch this up and win in 3 games. GG and well played to the blue team. Holy cow, I would have never guessed that Frank's Furters made a comeback after how red hot CM Daybreak were at the start of that series. Magic Master with nearly 90,000 hero damage and 18 of the team's 19 takedowns. Yeah, that is a heck of a comeback to make. Frank's Furters really gritty in sticking with it. We can take a look at our builds here as I get the scoreboard updated to reflect the final series score as we head over to our wrap up. Man, I was not expecting a half-hour long Battlefield of Eternity game when I set up for my broadcast this afternoon. It was a really fun series. GG and well played to both Frank's Furters and CM Daybreak. You love to see these evenly matched teams going blow for blow as they did. With that, it's going to do it for me today. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Thank you to the NGS staff for creating a league that we can all participate in. And last but not least, thanks to all of the artists, programmers, and musicians whose work I feature here on the stream. It wouldn't look or sound anywhere near as good without their contributions. You can find links to all of their work below or coming up in a credit roll here after I sign off. Go check them out. It's all open source or Creative Commons licensed material, so it could be in your next project as well. Until next time, good luck and have fun out there. Peace and love.